What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KNeutron. We back at it again with another crazy video. So, if y'all check my last recent video, I was playing NARAKA BLADEPOINT, which is an absolutely fire game. Imagine if you had Mortal Kombat and Tekken 8 and they made their own Battle Royale. That's what it's like. So, obviously, I'm trying to see what the game is like in 2024. So, let's get to reacting. Let's get it.
I honestly do believe that they will shift to a free-to-play formula someday. Alright, that aged well. It's been a...
First off, this is absolutely fire. The simple fact that NARAKA went from being like a pay-to-play to a free-to-play, man. And honestly, I think that's what made the game like so cool to me. And I really didn't know about the game until I saw it on the Microsoft Store as a free-to-play game.
whole year, and a lot of things have changed, so let's get into it. Pretty much the only reservation I had with recommending NARAKA in 2023 was the pay-to-play model. Especially with a game as unique as this one,
Ooh.
there's just...
I know y'all just saw how he just parried Buddy. Hold on.
23 was the pay-to-play model. Especially with a game as unique as this one, there's just no way to guarantee that you'll like it before spending your money on it. With that no longer being an issue, I can 100% wholeheartedly recommend trying it.
Ooh.
If you clicked on this video, that means you're at least slightly interested, but if you're on the fence...
Yo! I need to learn how to parry like he parried, because oh my gosh!
I'll definitely push you to one side or another. I'm not getting paid to review the game favorably. These are my unfiltered and honest thoughts going into 2024. First of all, NARAKA is about as far from dead as ever, with its 24-hour peak on Steam being not so...
Damn! Oh my gosh! They 24-hour peak was 286,647? Bro, that's bigger than some games that released in 2023, 2024. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Far from the all-time peak, and that's at the end of the season where it always slows down a little bit. That's no doubt due to the fact that it's free to play, and of course, those numbers don't even include Xbox and the relatively newly released PS5.
Facts. Those do not include Xbox players. Those don't include PlayStation players, which I'll be smacking every time I hop on a game, for sure. I could definitely tell the difference between an Xbox player and a PlayStation player when I'm playing against them, hands down, without a doubt.
Version. However, if you're a solos player like me, trying to get a match outside of peak hours can still be kinda painfully slow, and I'll get to why that is later in the video. Broadly though, 2023 really proved NARAKA's staying power.
I know y'all just saw him hit that clip. She went invisible and he still hit that shot. Oh my gosh.
So you would absolutely not be jumping into a dying game if you get in on it now. If you're not familiar with what NARAKA is exactly, I'd describe it as an easy to learn, difficult to master, fast-paced melee battle royale.
I definitely agree. NARAKA is very easy to get into. Understand really each weapon, you know your difference between your ranged weapons and your melee weapons. But it is incredibly hard to master. From knowing how to hit your first combo to knowing how to hit an uppercut, from a uppercut to a grapple. That's so far what I know, to hard lock counters or like counter baits. Like, it's literally plays that ways that you can outplay people by faking that you finna hit a counter on their focus meter, dodge, then actually hit the counter on their focus. I don't know how to describe it. It's crazy.
That's how I'd classify the game in a broad sense, but I can't emphasize enough just how unique it is, and over the almost 2 years that I've been playing it, no other game has even entered the same realm of gameplay quality that NARAKA has. As of now, there are 18 different characters, all with 3 different selectable skills and ultimates each that make for basically unlimited variety. You'll only want to pick 1 or 2 of them to main at the start, because the road to mastery can be kind of a long one. The weapons are just as diverse, but in this case, it's actually a good idea to get proficient with all of them, since you never know.
I definitely agree. I like how the characters don't really depict how strong you could be, but the weapons at the same time also don't depict. It's really balanced. It's really balanced. Like a certain character could be super OP with a specific weapon, but the same thing could be like vice versa with a whole nother character. So it's really balanced. I like it.
Know what you're going to pick up in a BR. It can be pretty difficult to get out of the beginner stage when you're starting out, but once the combat and movement systems click for you, it will be beyond satisfying to play. As with any game that has a high skill ceiling and depth of combat, it attracts its fair share of sweaty players, so if you're someone that likes to
yeah, not gonna lie, if you hit me with a combo like this, and I have no way to get up out of there, bro, I'm logging off. Ain't no way you finna make a fool out of me like this. Nah. On live, if I'm streaming this and you make me look like a fool like this, I promise you I'm stopping the stream and I'm not playing NARAKA for the rest of the day.
And depth of combat, it attracts its fair share of sweaty players. So if you're someone that likes to try hard, you are in for a ride.
Of course,
since there's basically an infinite amount of things to.
And don't get me started about the tryhards in this game. You go to your first bloodbath to where you're not really fighting bots anymore, and you fighting some actual PvP players. Oh, be ready to hear the parry sound about 24,000 times. Because those people know how to hit their parries on time, and that's without a doubt.
Learn and continuously improve at. You can totally still have fun as a casual player with modes like Capture the Spirit Well and Showdown, but I'd encourage everyone to dip their toe into Ranked and try to learn a few advanced techniques and combos. Custom matches are a fantastic.
We're definitely playing Ranked. We're on the road to getting the highest level rank. Y'all let me know down in the comments what is the what's the hierarchy as far as the ranked mode, because we definitely gonna hit the top. And I'm calling it right now. Y'all see me calling it right now. We hitting the top. So y'all let me know what's the hierarchy of the ranking system, and we gonna do it.
Fantastic way to practice up in a low stakes environment. So I highly recommend doing plenty of 0 to 3-band customs to get the hang of things. The combat revolves around a complex blend of basic attacks, focus attacks, parrying, spacing, and more, giving you a ton of freedom to kind of fight.
And not gonna lie, like, the combat is so unique in this game. Okay, one thing that I tell my friends about this game is that you have your own version of a Dark Souls role, but at the same time, since it's a battle royale, you have your own version of like a Call of Duty slide jump. You know what I mean? Or not even just a slide jump, just a slide in general. But you also have the grappling hook, which can traverse you to a whole different plane. Then you have your your horizontal dash. Please don't get mad at me in the comments if I'm butchering this. Y'all know my first time. By like the end of this mug, I'm gonna be going crazy. I'm gonna know everything about it. I'm telling y'all right now. But you can do dashes, and there's so many different ways that you can move in a movement. It's so fire in this game.
However you want. NARAKA really has ruined me for other games, where I find myself feeling restricted and desperately missing mechanics.
I agree.
It's like Scale Rush and Grapple. I honestly can't talk up the gameplay enough, and I can only hope you take my word for it and try it out for yourself so you can feel how fluid it is firsthand. As for the future, NARAKA's momentum isn't stopping with going free to play and releasing on PlayStation, as they've been hard at work developing a mobile version that I actually got to test.
Oh, mobile? So you mean to tell me when I need to take my lunch break on work, I could still be fighting some sweats and still ranking up? Oh my goodness. It's over with. I already like this game.
Firsthand while visiting China to watch the J-Cup World Championship. They had a whole setup in downtown Chengdu, and if you're someone who's half decent at mobile games, unlike me, I could see it being a lot of fun and attracting a lot of players. Combo. From what I learned while I was over there, the devs have an undying passion for NARAKA, and no one wants to see the game do better than they do. The point is that we're in good hands.
I think that's very important for a game like NARAKA, because it's so unique on this sense that, like, if you have a team of devs that don't really care about the game, you really have no way of expanding. And y'all just saw how many people was at that convention. I don't know why NARAKA isn't bigger in the West, but oh yeah, we about to get it there. For sure. For sure.
There was a live showcase of the new weapon shown at J-Cup as well, which was super exciting. And if you're just hopping into the game, you can continue to expect a constant, well-paced stream of new weapons like this, new heroes, and bi-weekly patches. I guess I'll get into some of the critiques I still have, because as much as I adore this game, it's not perfect. Luckily, these things could probably be resolved pretty easily, and once again, I gotta say...
He just evaporated him. Yo! The way he went from an uppercut combo.
Luckily, these things could probably be resolved pretty easily.
To a gunshot.
And once again, I gotta say...
What game can do that? What game can do that? To where you can go slice. I'ma kick you in the air. Now hold on, let me bring this blick. And finish you off. Oh my gosh.
Say that they likely will be. The first thing we need is to be able to free train while in queue. There's no reason that you shouldn't be able to, and it's essential for practicing. I'm super guilty of immediately hopping back into queue after dying, instead of taking a minute to practice the combo I just messed up, and I'm sure a lot of you are as well, but it wouldn't be an issue whatsoever if we could just do both at once. It would very much encourage staying in queue longer as well, which would have a snowball effect for reducing overall queue times.
Yo! Bro, I can't, like, I'm hearing what he's saying, but I'm not hearing what he's saying at the same time, just because his gameplay is fire. This mug is fire. The simple fact that he be hitting them with the uppercut, that he grapples, and either he goes to them or he brings that to him, and he just finishes them off every time. It's crazy. Crazy work. This guy's cold.
My biggest criticism besides that is the fact that this setting exists for console.
What does that say? Replenish bots when matchmaking time's up.
And Xbox app PC versions.
Oh, I'll turn that off.
I've pretty much been on a tirade against this setting for my entire NARAKA career, since it artificially pumps bots into matches and totally undermines.
Yeah, once I figured out that this game even had like a bot feature, I made sure that I turned off that setting. Just because I don't wanna fight bots in my game. I really don't. I really don't.
Finds the leaderboards outside of Steam. If you want to learn more about that, I'll link a video down below, but if you're new and just want to know whether you should have it on or off, the answer is off. Unfortunately, bots are still present even with the setting turned off, but they make up a small fraction of the lobby. This next thing isn't so much a criticism, but something I think would be very cool to see, at least for solos, is a transition to Immortal War as the main mode. NARAKA is absolutely...
What's Immortal War? 60-player cap. 16-player cap? Yo. I mean, in a battle royale, the matches do end up becoming really quick because those first starter groups are usually noobs who get easily wiped. I mean, we talking about people that can't parry, can barely hit their focus attack, and if they hit in their third attack, most of the time their third attack is always a false attack. So you can always read off it, hit them with a counter, boom. You get that damage off. That's a little tip I'm telling y'all right now. I ain't got too many just yet, but we finna get there though. But Immortal War is 16-player cap, smaller starting zone, faster storm tick. Soul Bloom gives more alt/AP, etc. I like that. The only thing is I'll increase the player count. Not gonna lie. I want to fight more people.
Nothing like any BR you've ever played before, so it does not have to play by the same rules that they do. It doesn't need to boast lobbies of 50 to 100 players for the sake of scale alone. NARAKA already reinvented the Battle Royale wheel, so switching to a much smaller 12 to 16 player format would just set it apart even further. It would dramatically increase the speed of queues, essentially eliminate the need for bots, and speed up the mid-match gameplay itself. It's not something that I think is absolutely necessary, like the previous two things I mentioned, but I certainly believe it would be beneficial, and honestly just a really cool change of pace. Okay, refocusing a bit, NARAKA is in a great spot going into 2024, and there's a whole lot of potential here to take advantage of in the coming months. Ever since last year, this is basically the only game I've touched, and I'm still not even close to mastering all aspects of the game.
At all.
I think that's actually why it stays engaging for so long, because it's basically impossible to feel like you know it all. The community is extremely friendly to new players, with Twitch streamers being willing to answer.
I agree. The community is extremely friendly. Like, it's crazy.
Answer any and all questions, and even random people in custom lobbies are usually more than happy to give advice if you ask for it in the room chat. If you've been unsure about trying NARAKA, I'll just reiterate that the game is free, so why not download it and see what you think after a couple hours. There's a whole lot to explore once you're in. You can complete the tutorials, which I do recommend for the basics, check out all the weapons and heroes, look through all the beautifully designed skins, many of which can be obtained freely.
Look at the graphics too, bro. Like, not gonna hold you. In game, you have the chance to go from performance mode to graphics mode. And
there's a whole lot to explore once you're in.
So smooth.
You can complete the tutorials, which I do recommend for the basics. Check out all the weapons and heroes. Look through all the beautifully designed skins, many of which can be obtained freely. And when you're ready, definitely watch some tutorials on YouTube for a more proper introduction to some important
tutorials
mechanics.
Definitely
I'll link all the ones I recommend down below in the order that I think they're best to watch. Please ask any questions down in the comments of this video as well. I can almost guarantee you I'll heart it. Ask any questions.
He just scorpioned
all the ones I recommend down below.
Get over here!
Please ask any questions down in the comments of this video as well. I can almost guarantee you I'll heart it or reply to it. That essentially wraps up my thoughts on NARAKA BLADEPOINT in 2024. It's still my favorite game of all time, with unmatched gameplay, cosmetics, and community.
Who's that character? Wait a minute! Since when could you start flying around the map like this? What? Who is he? Who is he? This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. NARAKA BLADEPOINT is an absolutely amazing game. They keep trying newer and newer things. It's so wild. Like, they just dropped a new trailer for a new character not too long ago, about a day ago, bro. It's crazy. And the devs just love pumping up the content for this game. It's wild. It's wild. You love to see it.
And is available on all the main platforms. I have absolutely no reservations, calling it a must-try game. That's all for me for 2023. I'll see you next year.
That was a fire video, man. Not gonna lie. He made some great points on why NARAKA BLADEPOINT is an amazing game to play in 2024. I'm a huge advocate for it. Not gonna lie. I will be the first person to tell you NARAKA BLADEPOINT is one of the best games that I've played. And I've played a decent amount of games. Not going to toot my own horn or anything. But NARAKA BLADEPOINT is a very good game. And y'all going to see me continue to play it. And we finna run it up, baby. Appreciate y'all for watching this video. That was a great video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy KNeutron. We out, baby. Go!